Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sterling Channel 19. We are here for the home opener of girls softball as the Sterling Lady Knights at 0-3 on the year will be taking on the 1-5 Gateway Gators. I'm Brian McLernan, joined by Dan Lakin and Ben Nicholas here for the home opener as the Lady Knights are looking for their first win of the year under rookie head coach Jeff Abbott. Gateway coming in, they are 1-5 on the season, 1-1 in the Colonial Patriots. Sterling 0-3 on the year, 0-1 in the Colonial Liberty. But Dan, Sterling historically since 2018 has been very dominant against this Gateway squad.
Yeah, and I mean in this chilly afternoon, they're going to need a nice game. I mean, they've done a pretty iffy job so far to start the season, and they're really looking for a morale booster. And in those games since 2018, they've outscored them 41-9. And if there's one thing that this Lady Knights team needs right now, and it's a offensive masterclass.
Yeah, the Lady Knights have obviously been struggling for their first 3 games, but at the same time, it's been quite a stretch to start the season away. 3 games to start the season off away from home, that could be a factor of it. And again, this is a very young team too, so it's a lot of players who are just sort of trying to get a feel with each other, trying to work things out, trying to get some sort of connection built up here. And that's something that's hard to get through, so props to them for at least coming out here and playing today.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it'd be a very tough stretch for really any team to start their first 3 games on the road, but we're here for their home opener, and obviously not the most favorable weather here either. It is a bit chilly, a breeze going. It's all cloudy skies.
It's almost the complete opposite of our last baseball broadcast.
Yeah, exactly.
What's our luck with weather, Brian?
I don't know.
It's the worst luck.
Whenever you're here,
it's whenever you're here.
It's whenever I'm
really
here.
Bad.
We had a beautiful baseball game when Jensen was on camera, and now it's cold.
Well, besides the 30-minute lightning delay, but
the
and
non-existent
the little bit
lightning delay.
Yeah, but
I mean, I think I had lacrosse that day. I forget, honestly.
Yeah, you did. You had a game. You had an away game.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you guys didn't
that
know,
was PBI.
As Brian put it during the it was you, Danny, actually. I'm like Batman. I'm a lacrosse player by night and cameraman by day.
Yeah, exactly. Looking at Gateway last year, they went 8-13, 7-8 in the Colonial Patriots standing. So only one of their wins last season came out of conference. Gateway coming in coached by Peggy Ann Coker, and Sterling being coached by the rookie head coach Jeff Abbott, looking to get his first win as a head coach for this ball club. And the Lady Knights taking the field for the first time today. It's Michaela Carr on the mound for the Lady Knights, and hasn't really gotten off to the best start for her.
No, it's her first season being the consistent starting pitcher for this Lady Knights team. I mean, last year they were obviously pitched by Molly Skelly, who did a terrific job and now playing D2 softball. But those are some big shoes to fill. So KK Carr has her work cut out for her, but if there's one person willing to do it, it's KK Carr. I mean, she's a great work ethic. She works really hard on the off season, in the season, trying to get everything to a T. So looking forward for her to pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, and she'll be facing this Gateway lineup. I'll read it off to you right now. Batting first, it's the center fielder number 17, Emma Worthington. Batting second, it's second baseman number 28, Brooke Ream. Batting third, it's shortstop number 12, Adriana Ent. Batting cleanup is the right fielder number 2, Cassandra Covely. Batting fifth, it's the first baseman number 11, Sophia Lazzotti. Batting sixth, it is the pitcher number 25, Emmy Childs. Batting seventh, it's the third baseman number 34, Lily Cannon. Batting eighth, it's the left fielder number 5, Kelsey Harrison. And then batting ninth, it's the DH or the catcher. It's either number 3, Enza Manzella, or the catcher number 10, Morgan McNally. And that first pitch is fouled back. We are underway here at the Castle. The home opener for the Lady Knights is underway. Emma Worthington, the leadoff batter for Gateway.
One thing that I'm sort of sensing right now is that the wind is actually blowing right in our face. So we might be looking for some long ball here today.
Yeah, the ball might carry out here fairly deep. Worthington hitting .214 on the year. .214 slugging, 3 hits, 2 walks. Here's the 1-1 from Carr. That one taken in the dirt. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to Emma Worthington. No home runs, no RBIs for her this season. And the 2-1. That one driven out to right. It'll go foul. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Carr is ready. Here's the 2-2. And that one just misses on the inside part of the plate. That'll fill up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff. That misses just outside. It's ball 4. Worthington will walk to start the day.
And that's a really tough pitch for KK Carr there. She placed it pretty perfectly on the outside part of the plate. And that call could really be one of those that goes either way. It just depends on the umpire.
Yeah, not the way you want to really start the game here.
Show bunt gets it down, but it's foul just behind the plate for Brooke Ream. Ream, the second baseman for today. She still shows bunt. Here's the 0-1. Gets it down, squares it in fair territory. Throw over to first is in time. Runner gone the way to third. The throw is not in time.
Looks like she sort of went off base there to get it.
Yeah, throw a little misleading there for left fielder Karina Justice, who had to come in because Jayla Davis fielded that bunt. And a little bit of a tough tag there.
So now Worthington at third here for Adriana Ent with an RBI chance. 1 gone here in the first. First pitch taken upstairs. It's ball 1. Ent hitting .400 on the year with a .500 slugging percentage. Easily the best hitter for this Gateway squad. That one taken down low.
And sorry for the wind obstruction with our mics. As Ben mentioned, it's blowing right at us, so we're getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah, again, just horrible weather.
That one swung on, fouled back.
Danny and Brian are, I'm sure they're blaming me with all their superstitions about my chances to bring bad weather. I mean, the one day we played lacrosse, that was a good weather game, but
that one swung on. That's going to be a foul ball.
But even then, before that, it was pouring.
I mean, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. It was pouring that day because I had a field trip, and I remember it was pouring in Philadelphia, and it was pouring here.
I think during the school day it was.
It must have dried up fast then.
Yeah, it did.
Because I don't remember the field being like all that wet.
All right, we'll get back to softball. I'm sorry for getting mad.
We're drifting all over the place, man.
Here's the pitch from Carr. That one popped up. Foul ground. It'll go out of play. JV playing to the right of this field, at least from where we are.
Yeah, Sterling has their field stacked up right next to each other.
So runner at third, 1 down here in the first inning. Adriana Ent looking for an RBI chance. And that one fouled back. Stays alive with 2 strikes. Worthington at third. She walked to start the game, and it was Ream who squared down a bunt. The throw went to first, and Worthington was able to take third base. Here's the pitch from Carr. That'll miss.
You can see what KK Carr's trying to do there. She's trying to get Ent to challenge a little bit on the high pitch. She's done that a few times, but no one's really seeming to bite.
Now one's upstairs, ball 4.
Yeah, these Gateway batters have been very patient with their swings so far. They haven't really been too greedy.
And I believe she went to second base.
Yeah, I believe
And
she tried
she's
to.
safe. Look at that.
And I think a run scored.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
I was writing
Brian was
writing something down on my paper and I completely missed it, but
Yeah, so third base actually was able to go home and score, and first base was able to steal second all in time.
What Ben's talking about is Emma Worthington went to go home to score. Sterling Infield got caught sleeping a little bit, and Ent took second.
I also got caught sleeping. That's
Yeah.
a swing and a miss.
I mean, I did too. I was watching you right down
I
the
think
stuff.
everyone just got caught sleeping there.
Yeah, because I look
That's a
up
bit
and
of
I
a-
see her I see Ent down on the ground at second base. Grounded over to third. That'll be foul. So it's 1-0 Gateway in a very quick and surprising manner.
Indeed.
That was a snooze fest for everyone here.
Yeah. Apologies for that at home.
Yeah.
But now in at second base for Coveley. That one skied out towards third. And the catch is made for the second out. Nice play by Cruz there at shortstop. So that'll bring up Sophia Lizotti. Here with 2 down in the inning. One popped up in on the infield. Carr has got it, and that will retire the side. 1 run scores in the inning for Gateway. We'll head to the bottom half of the first. Sterling's offense coming up when we come back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19, bottom half of the first here at the Castle, and it's Emmy Childs for Gateway who's on the mound, a 6.73 ERA, 26 innings pitched, 45 hits, 46 runs, 25 of them earned, 33 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 1 hit batsman. And this will be the lineup that she's facing today. It's the Lady Knights. Leading off at shortstop, number 9, it's Cruz, and then second baseman, number 16, Stevenson. Third, it's the center fielder, number 19, Caitlin Ott. Batting fourth, it's the catcher, number 5, Riley Huber. Batting fifth, it's the left fielder, number 7, Karina Justice. Number 6, it's the third baseman, number 18, Davis. Number 7, it's the right fielder, number 11, Skylar Anderson. Batting eighth, it's the first baseman, number 8, Baker. And then batting ninth, it's the pitcher, number 2, Michaela Carr.
Cruz took a strike there to start off her at-bat.
Here's the 0-1. Bunts it down over to first. She'll tag the bag in time. 1 down. And a quick out, number 1 for Emmy Childs.
Now, what you're going to see a lot of these Sterling girls here, or Sterling girls do in particular, you're going to see a lot from Juliana Cruz and Karina Justice, is they're going to do something called slap hitting, where they're going to be in the left batter's box and run towards the ball, try and hit it opposite field, and try and advance onto third. You're only allowed to do it in softball. You can't do it in baseball, but you literally run towards the ball with your bat out, try to hit it opposite field, and you're already getting a head start towards first. And we kind of saw Juliana Cruz do it there, except her bunt went towards first. Didn't really work out.
Yeah, that's an interesting technique.
Thank you, guys.
Swing and a miss from Stevenson. It's 0-2.
Look at Danny with the softball knowledge.
Hey, man. Look at me go.
Learn something new every day.
Exactly.
0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Taken upstairs. Caitlin Stevenson, second baseman for today. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here is the pitch from Childs. Swing and a miss. And Stevenson's down on strikes, 2 down. First strikeout of the day for Childs. It's the 34th of the year.
And here comes the vet, Kate Ott.
Yeah, Caitlin Ott hit a home run the last time that I was on the call for softball.
You have an impressive home run streak.
Yeah, you really
I do. First pitch outside. Yeah, I believe I've seen a home run in every baseball game I've covered, either for Sterling or for the opposing team. I don't know if that's the case for softball or not. The only one I remember is Caitlin Ott's home run the last time I did it. 1-0 was fouled back.
I think I remember that, too. I remember Ensar was behind us screaming
Yeah,
his head off.
Ensar was jumping up.
Yeah.
Ensar is currently over at boys lacrosse practice, the practice that I'm currently skipping to film this game. Sorry, Coach Wiley.
1 ball, 1 strike. That one driven out to right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. It's bobbled out in right, but the throw comes in quickly. It's a 2-out single for Caitlin Ott.
That's what you're going to get out of Kate Ott, man. She's a good hitter. She's a good player. She's solid all around.
She's very consistent, too, which is one of the
Yeah.
really good parts. You can be a good power hitter, but the importance is that you keep consistent.
She's one of the keystones of this, again, young team.
Here's Riley Huber batting in the cleanup spot. First pitch from Childs. That one swung on and skied to shallow center. Coming in, and the catch is made. A sliding play in the shallow part of the grass to end the inning.
That was an impressive catch, man.
Sterling leaves a runner on. We'll head to the top half of the second. It's Gateway 1 and the Lady Knights nothing. Second here at the Castle, Gateway with an early 1-0 lead over the Lady Knights. Lady Knights in their home opener, looking to get their first win under rookie head coach Jeff Abbott. Michaela Carr in her second inning of work did allow 2 walks in the inning, but besides the wacky first run scored, seemed to get out of it. First pitch lined into right field, a base hit. And a throw to first. A bit of a collision, but won't really affect the call. It's a leadoff knock for Emmy Childs.
And collision was between Emmy Childs and first baseman Taylor Baker, freshman first baseman. Was in a spot to try and make a play, and a really good throw by Skylar Anderson in right field, but just not in time to cause that.
Hey, man.
A bit of a wacky collision.
Any sport can be a physical sport if you put your mind to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's Lily Cannon.
Baseball's one of the worst, though, because then if you really get like a bad cleat or like just
Getting cleated
is not fun.
It's not fun at all, I'll tell you that much. I remember freshman year I got waffled, which is when the bruise looks like a waffle on your foot. And it was not fun.
All right, TMI.
First pitch is cut on and missed. Cannon, the third baseman for Gateway here today. Runner at first, nobody out. Allen grounded over to short. Throw to second in time, and the throw to first will be late, so no double play, but they'll get the force out at second. It's a fielder's choice. And it'll bring up Kelsey Harrison. So 1 down in the inning. Runner at first, and that one popped up. Out to second, and the catch is made by Stevenson, 2 out.
And KK Carr so far looks a lot more comfortable on the bump. She looks like she has control. She looks like she knows what she's doing. And, I mean, this is a really good start for her, especially after a rough start to the season. She looks really comfortable where she's at right now.
Here is Manzella, who takes a first pitch strike.
I mean, as Danny said, that's all you can really ask to be as a pitcher, just calm, cool, and collected.
Swing and a miss.
I think you guys have said that more recently than I have. I used to say that a lot during the fall season, but as winter season and spring season have come on.
Now fouled back, so Manzella stays alive.
I mean, I've obviously been commentating a lot more because, well, it's sort of hard. It would be hard to get me to commentate from where I'm usually doing camera, up in a bird's cage or something like that.
Grounded over to first, backhand, it's bobbled, but Baker tags the bag in time, and that will retire the side. 1 runner left for Gateway, but nothing doing on the scoreboard. We'll head to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Gateway. Bottom of the second here at the Castle, Gateway with an early 1-0 lead. Karina Justice, the leadoff batter for the Lady Knights. It'll go Justice, Davis, and Anderson for Sterling.
Again, I think Caitlin Ott is the only senior in the lineup today.
That is correct. And I honestly think, no, Jayla Davis is a senior.
Yeah, Jayla Davis.
You get
Still,
get your facts up then.
My fault. It's hard for me to see the stat sheets from where I am right now. But still, even just 2 seniors is it's a big change, especially from last year's lineup.
Almost identical to the boys baseball team, who also has very little seniors.
So Child's ready to get back to work. First pitch here to Justice. She shows bunt, gets it down over to third. The throw across the diamond, not in time. Justice beats it out with an infield single, and the Lady Knights have a leadoff base runner.
She's your pinch runner. She's your speedster. She's able to get there in time. If there's someone you want to be the pitch, it's Karina Justice.
Mid.
So here's Jayla Davis. Runner at first, nobody out for the Lady Knights. They look to answer back after giving up a run in the first. Runner goes from first, and there will be no throw. And Justice has a stolen base, and now the Lady Knights with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, well, if there's one thing I know about Karina, she is really, really quick on the base pads. It's going to be really hard to get her out, especially when she gets a good lead.
So here's the pitch to Davis. Swung on and missed. Justice taking a large secondary lead over there at second base. Here's a pitch from Childs. That one just misses inside.
It is chilly. Oh, my.
Yeah,
Ben,
my hands are.
Ben, look what you did to us.
My hands are going numb, man. I'm feeling it too.
Shame on you, Ben.
Here's the pitch. That one popped up right back to the mound. And that one dropped, but... So Justice will stay at second base. It's going to be an error for Emmy Childs. So now Davis is aboard. Runners at first and second, nobody out for the Lady Knights. It'll bring up Skylar Anderson.
Whatever works, works, man.
Yeah.
Runners at first and second. First pitch from Childs. Shows bunt, but bunts it foul. That does allow a chance for a fielder's choice now. So if you're Gateway, at least you can say that. You get a force out at any bag. So
Yeah.
no balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
You know, after the show bunt, Brian, and saying that fielder's choice thing, I was a little confused at what Gateway is doing because it looks like their second baseman's going over to third, their third baseman's going, or excuse me, first. Their shortstop's going over to third. Who's covering second? And that's really where I was confused when you said fielder's choice because they got no one, unless the center fielder creeps up, but still, didn't look like
I
it.
think what they're trying to do is if they can try and get the fielder's choice, it would be at third.
Okay, I got you.
To get the
That's going to be hard to get with Karina running over to third base.
swing and a miss. She struck her out.
And especially that huge secondary lead that she takes off the bag a lot. She's already started her steal, in her secondary lead. Like, she's already starting to run in her secondary lead, so it's tough to get her there.
So here is Taylor Baker. Lays down a bunt. It goes foul.
Similarly to the baseball team, we're seeing the Lady Knights do a lot of small ball, just bunts, squeezes to get people on base, and honestly working in their favor so far.
Runners at first and second. One down here for Baker. Runner goes, and that one fouled away. So it's no balls and 2 strikes for Baker. Failed both times at trying to get the bunt in fair territory. Justice was off and running both times. We'll see if she does so again with 2 strikes. 0-2. She does go, and it's a called strike 3. But both runners do advance, so now 2 runners in scoring position. For the Lady Knights, it'll be Michaela Carr. First pitch to Carr, swing and a miss. Carr with a chance to drive in 2 here. A single should score both. Or at least score a run. Here's the 0-1. That'll miss and get by. Justice is coming home, and the throw is not in time.
That's going to be, that's hard to get when Karina Justice is the one running in for it.
Yeah, that'll be scored in as a wild pitch on Childs, and it is now a tie game.
So it's a 1-1 game. Runner at third. 2 down in the inning. And it's popped up foul territory, and it'll go out of play.
Again, the wind is still blowing straight at us, so if she does get a hit off and it's not in foul territory, it should be able to pick up some distance.
Here's the pitch, and that one fouled back out of play. Carr staying alive now with 2 strikes. Trying to drive in that runner home from third, give the Lady Knights the lead. Lady Knights with their first run since the first game of the season for them, so that's got to be nice to see. Here's the pitch. That one grounded foul the opposite way.
And KK Carr's doing a great job of just staying alive, getting on timing a little bit just in order to, make something out of nothing here.
Still 2 strikes on her, runner over third, 2 down in the inning. Knights have tied it up at 1, they're looking for more. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, she struck her out. Carr a bit frustrated after the swing and miss, but the Lady Knights do tie things up. A pass ball that allows Justice to score from third. We head to the top of the third. It's a brand new ball game. It's 1-1. Top of the third here at the Castle. We are tied up at 1 after Karina Justice was able to score from third base after a pass ball. Again, as I said before the break, it's a brand new ball game. First pitch is cut on and missed. No balls and a strike. It's the 0-1. Grounded over to third. That's going to get by into left field, a base hit. So it's a leadoff knock here for Gateway.
Again, despite these pretty consistent hits for Gateway getting past the Knights defense, they've stayed pretty much in this game so far.
Bunt is a fair ball, and the throw to first in time. They'll throw to third, and they got her. A double play for the Lady Knights.
Tried the same thing as the first inning.
Yeah, that was the exact same play that they tried.
With the exact same people.
That's,
I mean, I might be mistaken, but I think it was the same exact people.
I mean, was that the top of the lineup right there?
Yeah, it was. That was Emma Worthington who was trying to go to third.
That was That's a great call, Dan.
And a great play by Karina Justice as well on third to get the tag this time.
Grounded to third, scooped up easily, throw across the diamond on a hop, and it can't be collected at first. That'll most likely be scored in E3.
Oh, it feels really nice to stand. I'm taking a little bit of Brian's page here. It feels nice.
We're all standing up here right now, ladies and gentlemen.
And Brian has sat back down.
That one up the middle, a base hit into center field. So now 2 on, 2 out. First pitch, that one grounded foul. Both runners were off and moving. So 2 down in the inning. 2 runners on here in the third. That one swung on, popped up in foul ground. It'll go out of play. That one popped up. Behind the plate, it'll go out of play. Looks like time is called. Looks like the home plate got a little dirty.
Dusting it off there. We had a nice conversation with the umpire before the game. Came over and talked to us a bit.
Yeah, it was very nice. About 20 minutes. Just chatting it up with one of the umpires just before the game. It started a little later because Gateway I'm assuming had some busing issues.
Yeah, we were about 30 minutes off schedule for today, but
Grounded third, it's foul.
we got there eventually.
Indeed.
Indeed, we did.
Ball is being played.
And the wind has picked up a little bit now.
Yeah, come on, Ben.
Liner to left. That's a foul ball. Nice catch by Coach Abbott.
What a throw! Oh my goodness! That was on a line.
He's got quite the arm on him.
Wow! Good throw.
Shout out Coach Abbott.
Jeez.
That pitch taken upstairs.
That was
Ball.
quite the throw, man.
Danny is very
I'm
impressive.
astonished.
for-
I've been over in that little section. There is a divot over there. It is not just straight grass. There is a little fall off. That was impressive.
That pitch taken outside. Lozati popped out in her last at bat. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs. Carr is ready, trying to work out of a jam. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled back, and Lozati's fighting.
Yeah, man.
This has been a very long at bat.
Indeed. Sun's popped out for a second. Feels really nice.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a teeny bit.
April weather is always so miserable, man.
It's so bipolar. It's all over the place.
And the pitch, that one lined foul down the left field line.
And this at-bat continues to keep going. This has been probably over a 10-pitch at-bat at this point.
She's fighting over there, man.
And I think she's had, three or four foul balls over in left field.
Pitch from Carr, that one in the dirt gets away. And it's going to be ball 4, so that'll load up the bases here for Emmy Childs.
The Knights do have 2 outs going for them, so hopefully KK Carr can work her way out of this situation she's found herself in.
Emmy Childs did single on her last at bat. Let's take it down low for a ball. Gateway looking to answer back after the run they let up in the bottom of the second. That pitch. Did it hit her?
Did it? I think it did.
I believe it did. Oh, wait, no, the umpire
Oh.
is signaling for her to come back.
Umpire saying,
Yeah.
nuh-uh.
It looks like the ump is going to be sending everyone back.
Yeah, the
And
Let's
Childs will
hope we
continue.
don't have to show another red flag.
everyone on the Gateway base paths looked very confused.
And
I believe he did call a hit by pitch at first.
no, he never
He
did.
never called-
He
he
never
never-
signaled.
No.
Emmy Childs just ran off. Sorry, Brian. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's in for a strike. Yeah, he never signaled anything. That's why I was confused on why she was running away.
she felt entitled to a hit by pitch there.
That one fouled back.
I mean, I don't blame her. You know,
It looked like it caught her, but I think it did catch a little bit at the end of the bat. But at the same time, I'm not
I
sure
think
which would entitle a foul ball, correct?
Yeah, I don't think it caught the baddie. I think it just got the tip of the glove. I don't really think it. I don't think it hit
We
her.
can't really see from here, though, to be honest with you.
No,
Listen,
fouled back.
I don't think anyone wants to be hit by a softball in this weather condition,
Yeah.
man. It's
Well, softballs aren't very soft.
yeah, it's sort of a lie, you know.
Yeah, I got hit with one. I'll tell the story later. It's not time.
That'll miss in the dirt.
Honest question: would you rather get hit by a softball or a baseball?
Softball.
Baseballs are thrown much harder because they're a little smaller.
Well, it depends on the distance. To
That's
be
true.
honest.
Softballs they have a lot more surface area.
Well, they're bigger, but at the same time, because
Like-
you can throw a baseball harder, it hurts a lot more.
Like if I was at bat right now and I got hit by a pitch, I don't think it would be nearly as bad as getting hit with a baseball.
Yeah.
Pitch from Carr. That one is upstairs, ball 4, so that'll walk and a run.
The worst I've experienced is a lacrosse ball, and it's not fun. Lacrosse goalies are insane, to say the least. I don't know why anyone would be willing to stand there and get flung balls that are going like 90s. I'm actually not too sure. The top speed for most lacrosse balls are like, upper 90s. Maybe sometimes you'll see 100, but it's not fun to get hit. It's hard rubber, and it leaves a bruise. I remember at the end of one of my games last year, it was like the last 2 seconds or so of the game, and this kid just wound up, and he shot the ball, and it hit me right in my leg. Last 2 seconds of the game. He could have just, waited it out, but he decided to just nail me.
Ben, to be completely honest, I was not listening to a nick of that story.
Yeah, I was sort of, you guys were in the middle of something, so I was just sort of keeping it going to...
No, I told him to start yapping, doing the Ben special, so I appreciate it.
Listen, if there's anything I could do, it's yap.
Yeah, well, I know. So, I told Ben, because I had to sort something out with Brian, and Ben did his job. Good job, Ben.
That's a cut and a miss.
If there's anything I could do, it's do my job.
And that's yap. And a greatly timed mound visit by Jeff Abbott leads to the strikeout for KK Carr.
So that will do it here for the inning. Gateway strands the bases loaded. We'll head to the bottom half of the third. It's 2-1 Gateway. Bottom of the third inning here at the Castle. 2-1 Gateway on top as the Lady Knights look to get the run back. And the first pitch grounded over to first. It'll go foul.
Again, I was saying this earlier, but despite them laying up a few weird runs so far, the Knights have played pretty solid defense, working their way down from bases loaded, I think twice at this point.
No balls, 1 strike to Cruz.
So
He's taken upstairs.
props to KK Carr for her ability to de-escalate.
1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch fouled back behind the plate. Again, Childs coming in 6.73 earned run average in 26 innings of work. He's allowed 1 run so far today. That one popped foul.
And there was a little bit of that slap technique I was discussing earlier in the broadcast where you could see her approach towards the first base line and try and hit it and get a running start. That it is legal in softball. Very strange, though.
Here's the pitch. That one slapped towards third, throw over to first in time. So Cruz is retired to begin this third inning. That'll bring up Caitlin Stevenson.
Cruz did execute the slap bunt well. It was a really good read from the third baseman there, Lily Cannon, to make an excellent read and make a great throw over to first.
Using her cannon of an arm effectively, first pitch is swung on and missed.
Cannon is a pretty cool name to have as a baseball player.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it leads to
softball. Excuse me.
It leads to so many things for commentators as well. That one's skied to shallow center, charging in. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Falls into no man's land out there in center field, and Stevenson is aboard with a 1-out single.
This overcast weather is hard to track balls in, if I'm being honest. It's I don't know what it is, but I guess it's just because the sun's being refracted throughout the entire sky because of the clouds.
Also, Ben, there was 3 girls in the same area. It's a little tough to read who's going to catch that.
Very true.
There was second baseman, shortstop, and Emma Worthington charging in from center, and
Ott drives that one deep left field. That one just off the wall. On their way to third, they're going to send a run home, and there's going to be no throw. An RBI double for Caitlin Ott. Her second hit of the afternoon, and the Knights tied up at 2.
Brian, I thought your streak continued there. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was going to be another game, another home run.
I wasn't quite sure, but the ball did sort of die at the very end. But a great hit nonetheless for Caitlin Ott.
She hit him with the check eagle.
Just a bit more wind under that, and that would have easily been out of here.
Yeah, just a bit more launch angle, and that was heading over the wall. So now it's Riley Huber. She shows bunt. It gets away. So Ott will get third base standing. Lady Knights looking for their first lead of the day.
What a hit by Kate Ott. Man, she got all of that one.
She really did, man. She pieced that one up.
Perfect.
So one out. Runner at third for the Lady Knights. Pitch to Huber. That one skied out to center. Catch is made. Ott tags from third. The throw going to the plate is offline. Ott will score. It's a sacrifice fly for Riley Huber, and the Lady Knights take a 3-2 lead.
And that's exactly what you want to see here in the third inning, man.
Exactly.
This Knights offense has been looking for something like this all season, and now they're finally getting a taste of.
Here's Karina Justice. 2 outs, nobody on. And the first pitch, swing and a miss.
Looks like she was going for the slap technique again there. Can't be too sure though. I'm not as versed in softball as Daniel Leakin over here.
No, that was correct, Ben. Good job.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty obvious when you can see it.
Yeah. I didn't know it was called a slap though. That's.
No balls and a strike, and that's in there 0-2. And you see the third baseman, Cannon, playing very much so in, trying to snag the slap bunt down quickly. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw over to first. Is bobbled. And it's not in time. A drop third strike, and they couldn't get the throw to first in time. It seemed to be juggled at the bag, and Karina Justice is aboard with 2 out.
You know, Brian, I'm going to ask you on air just because I don't feel like trying to meet our mics. How do I score that? What is that scored as?
It would just be an error.
Just write down wacky.
It is still ruled as a strikeout though, so you do have to.
All right, so I'll put okay.
Just write down wacky, man. It's been a weird game so far.
Davis is the batter, takes outside, throw to second base is not in time. Justice with another stolen base. She continues to rack them up in this game.
I mean, she stole herself out of I believe that would have been it for the inning, correct?
Correct. Yes, that would have.
She was able to steal her way out of sending the team into the defense.
Here's a pitch. That one lined into left field, a base hit. Justice rounding third. The throw, it's bobbled out there and left. Justice will score as the throw is cut off, and the Lady Knights add on. It's 4-2. It's an RBI single for Jayla Davis.
This Knights offense is really heating up now.
It gets her first hit of the day as well. And they have really found their stride.
So now it's Skylar Anderson. First pitch is popped up. Foul territory, first base side. Will go out of play. Anderson struck out in her last at bat. She's got no 1 count with a runner at first. Here's the pitch from Childs. And one taken inside for a ball. Lady Knights with a 4-2 lead here in the bottom half of the third inning. RBI double from Caitlin Ott, an RBI single from Jayla Davis. And that one driven out to left. That's over the head and into left field for a base hit. It goes all the way to the wall. Anderson on her way to second. She's heading to third. Davis rounding third, going to the plate. She will score. It's an RBI triple for Skylar Anderson. And it's 5-2 Lady Knights as this offense really heating up here in the third inning.
They are really starting to roll, picking their pitches, selectively hitting, and they're just doing a really, really great job of just, with their at-bats. I mean, they're oh my God, I can't find the words. The composure.
They're hammering the ball,
Yeah,
man.
they really are. Their composure's doing well. I mean, the morale looks great right now. I mean, that's what happens when you have a clear headspace. You're really going to rock it.
So here is Baker. That one out towards short. Scooped up throw to first is not in time. The run will score, and it's now 6-2. And just putting the ball in play good things will happen. I've learned that plenty of times, and you see that right there. It's an RBI for
In
Baker.
the past 5 minutes or so, the Knights have gone from trailing to leading this game by 4. I mean, this is a wild series of events.
And obviously, coach coming out to talk to Childs.
It's a 5-run inning for the Lady Knights.
So, I think as we have a little bit of a break here, I'll speak about my story about getting hit with a softball. So, Coach Jeff Abbott texted my mom. My mom works at the school, and asked her if I could ump a game. And I said sure. And I got some protective gear. It was a little small. I'm a big boy, as you can see right here next to my great buddy Brian McLernan, and behind me is Zach Capelli. And here's Big Ben Nicholas coming over. I'm a big boy, so the gear was a little small for me. And KK Carr pitching. I don't remember who was at bat, but your boy got hit in the chest.
Oof.
Your boy got hit in the chest. It hurt.
Were you wearing
That's
gear?
rough.
I was wearing gear, but it kind of, as I mentioned, it was a little small.
Yeah.
So it caught me, and you got to play it off. I'm good. Man, it didn't feel great. Knocked the wind out of me, but I still had to ump, and I did a pretty good job at doing so.
You got to lock in no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. But now that story
gonna be out of
segues us
frame.
perfectly into KK Carr coming up to bat.
So it was a 6-2 ball game. Lady Knights with a 5-run third inning. It's their most runs scored in a game this season.
More than the rest of the season combined.
Yeah, coming in, they had only scored, I believe, either 3 or 4 runs. It's 3, according to Dan. Thank you.
Our stat guy.
I might have been. Actually, I think it was 4.
Well,
Either way, they scored
Yeah,
those
either way,
runs.
yeah.
And they scored those runs on opening day. And that one line into right field. It's a base hit down the line.
oh my.
The throw cut off as runner goes to third. It's runners at the corners. Still with 2 down in the inning.
Despite having 2 outs, they just cannot find that third one.
And with KK Carr getting that base hit, we are now back at the top of the order with the leadoff hitter for this inning, who was Juliana Cruz.
So the Knights batting around here in this third inning. First pitch is... Honestly, I don't know, but the runner, Carr, will take second. I don't know because the ump didn't signal.
And
We're just going to have to write question mark.
It was a late signal.
We'll know in a second.
Here's the pitch. That one taken down low.
And sometimes the ump, but I'm obviously not critiquing, but when the ball's outside, he kind of makes a strike motion. So I've been a little confused with that since the
Yeah,
game
it's
has started
sometimes a
as well.
strike motion, and sometimes he's moving his hand to
Yeah.
signal that it was outside.
Hey,
So
I'm
it's a
wor-
bit tough. That's into center field, a base hit. 1 run will score. Carr goes to third, and the Lady Knights are pouring it on here in the third inning. It is 7-2.
This is such an impressive inning for the Lady Knights, man. Come into it and you're trailing by 1, and you're able to get 6 runs in the span of 1 inning. This is absurd.
impressive.
First pitch in for a strike. Runner goes to second on a defensive indifference. Stevenson, the batter, singled in this inning already. That one just misses inside. 2 runners in scoring position. The Lady Knights with a 7-2 lead over Gateway. They're looking to add on here with 2 down. Pitch from Childs out will miss. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Stevenson also struck out back in the first inning. That's taken down low. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike here from Childs, who's just hoping that she can get this third out. The 3-1. That one skied to center. And the catch is made, and the inning is mercifully over as the Lady Knights score 6 in the inning. We head to the top of the 4th. It is 7-2 Sterling. At the Castle, Lady Knights with a 7-2 lead over Gateway as they're coming off of a 6-run inning in their bottom half of the 3rd.
An absolute explosion from this Lady Knights offense.
So it's Kelsey Harrison, the leadoff batter. That one popped up out to second, and the catch is made for route number 1.
Gateway really has to get something going here if they want to start making their way back up in points.
First pitch from Carr. That one fouled back.
It's getting a little chilly. My legs are a little cold.
I believe Dan has said chilly about 3 times so
Hey,
far
Ben,
in the past couple of
it's
minutes.
still chilly.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's going to change that.
And guess whose fault it
Swing and
is?
a miss.
It's not, listen, I'm starting to get real
How
sick
are
and
you
tired
wearing
of
shorts?
superstitions.
I am too.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I'm wearing Hey Dudes.
Yeah, Brian, you're the odd man out here.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm okay with that. That's
Maybe the
not
real
foul.
question is, how are you wearing sweatpants?
Yeah, how are you? Dude, it's so hot out right
Yeah,
now.
I know.
I'm actually sweating
It's
a bit.
not chilly.
I don't like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't try to discriminate against Ben.
I believe Jacob Clark would call this hazing.
That one taken upstairs. Well, luckily he's not here. He's currently on the
Luckily.
road playing baseball.
Wow.
Against Gateway. I believe boys tennis is also playing Gateway today, too. It's a Gateway day here at the Castle.
That one foul down the right field line. No, I'm saying thankfully Jake's not here because he would probably be siding with you guys, and then I would get.
You would get hazed.
Yeah, you'd
hazed,
be getting
yes.
super hazed, I believe is the correct term. Ultra hazed.
Ultra haze.
Here's a pitch, and that's in for a strike. And she's
out.
down looking. So it's back to the top of the lineup. It's Emma Worthington here with 2 down in the inning. First pitch from Carr. That's in for a strike. Worthington has walked and singled. Grounded over to third, scooped up cleanly, throw to first in time, and that is exactly what Michaela Carr needed. A 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom half of the 4th. It's Sterling 7 and Gateway 2.
Bottom. 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 Bottom.
Everybody, welcome back to the bottom half of the 4th inning. 7-2 Sterling. And I'm being scored by some epic music.
I messed it up.
Hey man, this is an Emmy award-winning broadcast.
We don't have a truck right now. We don't have the TriCaster. We don't have our capabilities, so we're trying our best to have some homegrown music, some homegrown talent come in.
And some entertainment.
That's all we need, man. This is all it is.
That one fouled back.
A little fun fact for you guys. Told to me by Mr. Stu, one of Ben's favorite teachers, Tall Stu. Paul Stenko, Brian and I's Holocaust and Genocide Studies teachers used to teach at Gateway High School.
Huh.
Yeah,
The more you know.
exactly.
Owen's taken outside by Ott, and Caitlin Ott, she's had one heck of a day here today. She is singled and doubled. She's driven in a run as well. And the double she had was absolutely roped. And that one's outside.
She's had a very impressive day so far. That near home run.
That one in on the hands, popped up behind the plate. It goes out of play. Two balls and two strikes to Ott. Sterling had a 6-run bottom half of the third inning to make this what it is now, a 7-2 ball game. That one skied out to right. And the catch is made for out number 1.
Yeah, honestly, that was a pretty difficult catch for right fielder Cassandra Covey. Or excuse me, Covely?
Covely.
All right, sorry everyone. But
Get there, buddy.
A pretty difficult catch for Cassandra Covely, as that ball started dying in the air, and it also started spinning backwards almost. I could see her hesitate because she did not know whether that was going to keep traveling or not. So that was a really good catch from Covely. I'm sorry, everyone. Jeez.
First pitch is taken low for a ball.
I had a hard time pronouncing Covely.
He was thinking about Brayton Covey,
It was.
my favorite Eagle.
Grounded to third. It's a foul ball.
Just barely. Whew. Speaking of Philly sports in general, that Sixers game last night that was a nail biter, man. I don't know if you guys were able to catch it or not, but
I was not able to watch the game, but I watched the highlights. Nick Batum, man.
And I was able to watch that game, and oh my gosh, Nick Batum was insane on both sides of the ball. He shot the rock really well. I think he had the most threes on the team, and he had 6 of them.
He had 6, yeah.
And then his defensive play against Tyler Hero to block the shot with about 24 seconds left was wildly impressive.
That one poked out to first. The catch is made for the second out.
and I was at the center last night to watch the game in person. It was a surprise early birthday present for my little brother. Shout out Will Nicholas. Happy birthday today. But
Big frost year.
big freshman year, man. But it was a surprise early birthday present for my dad for me and Will. And that place was electric in the second half, man.
After the Brick and Fur Chicken,
It was after.
which Brian, Ben, and I will be claiming after the softball game.
I actually was not able to get it in time, sadly, but I'll still be going to
okay,
Chick-fil-A just because.
Yeah, we'll all be going to Chick-fil-A.
And me as well.
And a called strike.
Another thing, Tyler Hero could not miss last night.
Oh, he was electric.
He could not.
He was really good last night, man. And with Jimmy Butler having a weird limp most of the game, he was really good.
He was just on fire, man.
Jimmy Butler also out for approximately 3 weeks, correct? I think that's it.
Yeah,
So he's out for the rest
so.
of the season, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to survive without Jimmy on the team.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch to Justice. Swing and a miss.
Especially since their only hopes are to go up against the Celtics. That's
Rough matchup.
That's a very rough matchup.
It's a rough matchup for any team, to be completely honest. I mean,
I think the Celtics are a much more improved team this year. I think they're more complete than they were last year.
You know, Jason Tatum's only 19 years old, man. He's got a lot of time left.
Burnt joke. It's so bad.
Justice takes upstairs. It gets away.
Surprised she didn't swing at that one.
Yeah. Another thing about last night's game was the turnovers at first.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. There were the amount of boos that I was hearing. Oh my gosh.
When popped up behind the plate, it goes foul.
People were not happy last night for a good
Obvious
while.
reasons.
Yeah, honestly, that was not a playoff performance at first. Luckily, Nick Batum saved the process for us.
Indeed.
That's for sure.
It's gonna make it.
And I'm confident against the Knicks because it's the Knicks, you know?
Mm.
It would have been ironic if we went up against the Knicks.
That one slap foul.
If we traded Embiid like all those trade rumors were at
yeah.
the beginning of the season.
Now on a more stick and ball note, Phillies pick up a win last night, 7-6. Gregory
Yeah.
Soto almost ruined the game for us after Christopher Sanchez had a masterful performance with 10 strikeouts.
Yeah, the Phils will start their series against the White Sox tomorrow. That's grounded to the mound, throw over to first in time, and that will end the inning. So 1-2-3 inning here for Emmy Child. She bounces back here in the fourth. We head to the fifth at 7-2. Top of the fifth here at Sterling High School. Lady Knights with a 7-2 lead.
A very commanding lead so far. The most points they've had all year, the biggest lead they've had all year, the most runs the most hits I believe they've had all year.
Cut and a miss from Ream, who grounded out back in the first inning.
This is just a very, very good game for them. A very good showing for their home opener.
Helped foul back. Yeah, I mean, and they're in a good position to get their first win under head coach Jeff Abbott in his first year coaching.
Jeff Abbott, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off there, Brian, but has done a ridiculously good job with the little that he's given. He's been given a really young squad, a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, and a lot of juniors. A little bit of a lack in veteran leadership other than K-Dot, who does a ridiculously good job. But Jeff Abbott has done a lot. He's put a lot of sweat and tears into this team and has done a really good job so far with his first year under head coach.
I believe you missed out on the blood and the blood, sweat, and tears there.
Well, I don't think he's put much blood into this, Ben.
I would hope not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ream. And the pitch from Carr. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. 1 down.
KK Carr is really coming to her own so far this game. She has been able to keep it together for the Lady Knights, leading a very solid defense, and she's done a lot of stuff on offense too.
Yeah, she's knocked in a base hit today. She's only allowed 1 run in the first and 1 run in the third. It's Adriana Ent, who has walked and reached base on an error today. But yeah, as you were talking about, the Phillies were able to sweep the Rockies out of town, and they'll face the White Sox tomorrow. That one popped up on the infield over to short, and the catch is made.
And man, the White Sox are really struggling right now. I think I was looking yesterday. I think Luis Robert is on the 10-day, and overall they are 2-15.
They got their third win
Oh,
yesterday.
excuse me, 3-15. So the Phillies should be able to handle business there. But, knowing Phillies, something stupid's going to happen. I can already see it, especially with the pitching that we have with Turnbull, Wheeler, and Nola.
Yeah, Turnbull will be on the bump tomorrow. That's grounded over to third. Scooped up throw to first in time. And that will end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Carr. She's wheeling and dealing here at the
That's
Castle.
a good one, Brian.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. Lady Knights with a 7-2 lead. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sterling Channel 19. We're here in the bottom half of the fifth, Lady Knights with a 7-2 lead. And as we talked about, trying to make our custom music is, I don't know if you would call it a bit of a struggle, but
I'm out of breath.
I don't know if you want to call it a bit of a struggle that
High
we're
five,
giving
Ben.
music or not, but
We're trying
It
to
is not struggle music.
we are trying to inject as much personality as
We are
as we can.
musicians. Actually,
This is not the struggle bus, Brian. All right.
Yeah, come on, Brian.
We're trying to inject as much personality as we can into this game.
Davis skies that one to left center. Pretty shallow coming in. It's going to get down for a base hit.
That was a very hard hit ball.
And, you know, shockingly, Ben, I mean, you made a comment earlier in the game about the wind blowing towards us. The balls have still really been dying in the middle of the air. I mean, at least it seemed to me. You can tell me I'm wrong if I am. But, I mean, they haven't gotten much distance other than K-Dot smack.
I would say your observation is pretty adequate so far. I don't know what it is.
Ben, that was a really big word.
I'm known for big words, man. I have a very good vocabulary.
Skylar Anderson facing a ball on no strikes.
She had a triple her last time out.
Hardest part of the cycle out of the way.
Be a miracle in its own right if she was able to get enough at bats to
Yeah,
even have a chance for the cycle.
All I'm saying, hardest part's out of the way.
true that. She had what Trey Turner didn't have last night.
Out fouled back.
When was the last time a Phillies player hit for the cycle?
That's Brian.
Last year, JT hit the cycle in Arizona.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that
Wow.
knowledge.
Look at that ball knowledge.
Was that against Summerdale resident? Well, known Summerdale
Resident Zach Gallen?
Zach Gallen?
I don't think so, but I
Wow.
could be wrong. That's into left field. A base hit gets over the glove, and that's going to get by all the way to the wall. Davis rounding third. She's coming home. The throw is cut off. Anderson's going to third, and she is safe. She's got her second RBI triple of this game, and the Lady Knights extend their lead. It's 8-2.
What the heck?
Well,
Three triples?
she's just hit for two triples, so she's gotten the hardest part of the cycle out of the way twice. So if she wants to hit for 2 cycles, that would be even more impressive.
Well, see, Ben, she would need a total of 8 at-bats for that one, so I'm not sure.
It's not improbable, Dan.
You meant it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. It's improbable. You're right. Go.
Baker found that pitch away.
This is not the Emmy game, guys.
Definitely not.
Again, it's personality.
Honestly, most games aren't, if we're being
Oh, this one's been
completely
fun, though.
honest.
We've had a good time here.
Yeah, we've had it.
Yeah.
We've
Other than the
had-
chill. Oh, my God, it's so cold, man.
That swung on and missed. But yeah, the pitching matchups for the Phillies tomorrow, it's going to be Garrett Crochet for the White Sox and Spencer Turnbull for the Phillies. He's gotten off to a
Yay.
pretty darn good start, if you say so myself, with Taiwan Walker being out for a
I was
little
just
bit.
about to make that comment. It's going to be tough for Taiwan Walker to get back into this rotation with the success that it's had. And I just saw a tweet today that it has the lowest ERA combined in the National League. But that is no shock with Ranger Suarez, my glorious king.
I believe
part of
it's
your
the third best starting rotation in baseball overall.
I
And
think
it's a swing and a
Kansas
miss.
City and one other team is in front of it. But I know Kansas City is one of those.
Yeah, Kansas City, their rotation, overall, their start to the year has been very impressive. I believe they're 10-7 to start the year.
And that's big for that program. I mean, they got a World Series, man, I don't even know how many years it
I
was
believe
now.
2015.
So around 9 years ago. And then they fell off a cliff of irrelevancy. But
That's going to get by. No advancement from third.
that's a big start for that franchise.
Yeah, Bobby Wood Jr., he's really turned into a...
Does he still have more doubles than the entire Phillies team? Is that still true?
I don't think that's true anymore.
But it
it
was.
was true for
Yeah.
a bit.
Phillies got off to
Great.
a slow start,
Slow.
to say the least.
Bryce Harper, was not doing great.
Swing and a
MV3.
miss.
Man, and Nick Castellanos, I mean, I just want to make a comment on it. That swing, and I think if you're a Phillies fan, you know what swing I'm talking about, where the ball was like 20 feet outside the plate, and he took a full hack at it. What are you doing? You're an MLB player, and you're swinging at that.
Yeah, I know.
Send him to the minors, man.
That one lined into right field. It's a base hit. A run will score. And it's another RBI for the Lady Knights. They add on again. It's 9-2.
You want to hear my proposal for what to do with Castellanos?
Go ahead, Ben.
We cut him and we pick up his son instead. We get Liam on the team.
Liam Castellanos, new right fielder.
He could do it.
Yeah.
He has that Philly spirit in him.
First pitch is taken down low. So Carr over at first. Here for the Lady Knights. They've scored 2 in the inning. That's upstairs. So here is the pitch to Cruz. That one skied to left center field. That's going to drop in for a hit. Goes all the way to the wall. Carr on her way to third. She is being waved home. The throw, there will be no throw. It's an RBI double for Cruz, and the Lady Knights have double digits here in the inning. It's now 10-2.
Since we've already talked about the Sixers and the Phillies, we might as well go and hit for the cycle of talking about Philly sports. I'm very excited about the Devontae Smith extension, man. That's something that we really need to lock up, and I'm very thankful that we were able to lock it up right now.
Yeah, I'm glad that they did that.
And I'm glad they did it before a lot of other major receivers got
for
lined
sure.
up as well.
I did not want to see him go to another team. He was like one of the last people besides for Hassan Reddick, and that hit home.
Yeah, man. Ben and I purchased Hassan Reddick Kelly Greens last year, and so
No,
that was
I now have a Michael Vick. Kelly Green.
that works.
That bunt is fair. Throw over to first is not in time. The throw pulled Lazati off the bag.
Yeah,
So
I
now-
was. Sorry, Brian.
It's all right. So Stevenson able to reach base. It's now Caitlin Ott.
To say the least, I was not happy when I heard the news about Hassan Reddick. But
That one lined right at the shortstop. The catch is made, but a little bit of base running miscommunication. The throw to first in time. So a double play as that will end the inning. Lady Knights do score 3 as they now hold a 10-2 lead over Gateway. We head to the 6th. Top of the 6th inning here at the Castle. Lady Knights with a 10-2 lead over Gateway as the Lady Knights very close to getting their first win of 2024.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but Dan was getting into it with some of the JV players on the sideline.
Just cracking some jokes. I mean, I think the vibes are at an all-time high right now. I mean,
I'd say so.
this is a really, really good, looking like a great win. I'm not going to do the announcer's jinx like I did last time, but looking like a great win for the Lady Knights, a much-needed one to really boost everyone, and I think this is going to feel good for all the girls. And Jeff Abbott's first win as head coach.
First pitch was grounded foul.
Definitely a much-needed morale booster.
And so you guys are going to see this game either tomorrow or the next day, but the game after that will be put out is going to be our first boys volleyball stream of the season. They will be going against Cherry Hill East tomorrow, Friday, April 19th. So that stream should be out after this one.
Again, we apologize for the current situation that we are in. Our technical support is out in Hawaii for a little bit, so
Wait, he's still not back?
I don't know if Mr. Mays, our guy for the job, is back from his vacation to Florida, or excuse me, Hawaii. A much-deserved vacation, by the way. He is a very hard-working man around the school.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly didn't even know he was gone.
Well, that's why our hotspot hasn't been fixed.
And throw to first, it does complete the strikeout.
But yeah,
and that's
so
not a diss on Mr. Mays. He is very good at what he does here. He is very helpful with
I
us.
think that's more of a compliment for how everywhere he is and how he's like
that
all
is
over
very
the
true.
place.
He really is everywhere. And
But yeah, he's having a nice, relaxing time in Hawaii. But at the same time, our hotspot did break.
Yeah, so please come back. But if Mr. Mays, if you're going to watch the Lady Knights take on Gateway on April 18th, and if you somehow see this stream, just know we appreciate you.
grounded to third, bobbled, but the throw over to first in plenty of time.
And it's not only our hotspot that broke, but our TriCaster in the TV studio broke as well. So it's a very unfortunate situation for us here at the castle. So
Yeah.
we are trying our best to get these games out to you as fast as possible, even if we aren't able to get them live.
And unfortunately, none of these will be Emmy games with the quality we like to put out.
They are. We don't have access to a truck. We'll try to get a few truck games in. I am interested in directing some of those games, but they will be very limited in capacity for the most part.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, so we're trying our best to work our way through this, and yeah, good nights.
So we're going to hand that mic back to Brian now.
Rope down the left field line, foul ball.
He's been waiting very patiently to talk.
I think he's going to hit you soon.
Nah, it's fine. It's okay.
Ben, you might be John Crook.
He's also my ride, so I don't want.
Well,
Yeah, do you want Chick-fil-A or do you not want Chick-fil-A?
I also want to get home too. So.
yeah, that's it. Get home safely. Emphasis on the safely.
I'm happy. I'm fine and happy with being John Crook today.
And a called strike 3. Nope.
The
Just
cold,
kidding. See, even I'm not on my A game today.
Yeah.
What the heck's going
I think
on?
it's the weather.
the cold weather is definitely getting to
Yeah, I was
us.
about to say. Oh, man.
Without a doubt.
Oh, I just stretched. That felt really nice.
It's the 3-2. That one fouled back.
But, I mean, it's been a pleasure. I mean, this has been a really fun game. I mean, Sterling watching the Lady Knights pick up their morale, even climb back after they faced a 0-1 deficit in the first, and then a 2-1 deficit in the third, and then score 6. It's been really impressive to watch.
So ball 4, that'll be a 2-out walk. Still here in the top half of the 6th inning. Lady Knights still holding strong, 10-2. First pitch from Carr, that's in for a strike. Here's the 0-1. That one grounded back to the mound. Carr fields it, throws to first in time, and that will retire the side. Gateway leaves a runner on. We head to the bottom half of the 6th. Bottom half of the 6th here at the Castle. Lady Knights with a 10-2 lead. It'll be Huber to lead things off. It'll be Huber, Justice, and Davis. This Lady Knights offense really exploding in their halves of the 3rd and 5th. They scored 6 in their bottom half of the 3rd, 3 in the bottom half of the 5th.
A very dominant game for
The Lady Knights, correct.
First pitch to Huber. That's outside. Lady Knights, obviously, I would say their best performance overall as a team. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we talked and harped on their hitting so much. Also, gotta give your respects to KK Carr. Only has allowed 2 in this game, and doing a great job of her damage control after allowing some people on base. Has done a great job of getting a few strikeouts and just keeping this game in Sterling's hands.
she's played a very good defensive game so far.
and that one ripped deep left field, back toward the wall. It is gone. Solo home run, Riley Huber, and the Lady Knights add on. It is 11-2.
And you know what else gets added on? Another home run call for another game that Brian has announced.
Brian's absurd home run streak continues.
It does.
Oh, my goodness. That ball was pieced up by Riley Huber.
God,
Absolutely.
that was dinged out of here, man.
Yeah, man. That was sent deep into left field. Wow. Now I will. I'm gonna get you with a Kruk call eventually, but you let me have mine. You let me have mine.
You're right.
I let you have yours, but just know if another home run goes, I'm gonna ruin it. I'm gonna ruin it.
If you guys don't know, he's talking about John Kruk, and he's saying that I'm Tom McCarthy. They're the two broadcasters for the Phils, and he talks about how Kruk likes to interrupt McCarthy during home run calls pretty much all the time.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh my God, it's going out."
Pretty spot on impression.
I told Brian that one game I'm gonna ruin one of his home run calls.
I have a little case of the giggles right now. That was a pretty spot
Isn't
on.
that funny, Ben?
That was a pretty spot on impression.
Or like, oh my goodness, he's a character, Kruk. So I told Brian I'd ruin one of his eventually.
One skied to center by Justice, and the catch is made. Nice play by Worthington, able to charge in.
But Brian, if you guys have not seen, let me have my home run call after I called Luke Lomax's two-run home run against Sterling's win against Haddonfield, where they won 4-2. So I let him have his for now, but that will change. Beware, I'm coming for you, Brian.
All right. So here is Davis. That's in for a strike.
I'm still just so shocked that we saw yet another home run.
I know. Brian's streak continues.
I know.
I don't know how you do it. It's actually magical at this point.
I don't know either, because it seems like I don't see home runs anywhere else besides games that I'm calling, which is very strange.
And it's high school, which is even the more impressive part. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you're not going to see home runs all the time.
Home runs are much rarer in high school, so
Yeah.
the fact that you're seeing them this
Yeah.
consistently
Like-
is impressive.
Like the home run from Lomax, that was the first home run not the Lady Knights, the Sterling boys baseball team had hit all season. So.
And same with Riley Huber.
Yeah. Very impressive. Pitch to Davis. That's taken bounces in the dirt.
That's impressive.
Just another credit to give this Lady Knights offense this game. I mean, you've had almost everything you can name.
Yeah. Literally. No, they have had everything you could name. They've hit a home run. We've seen 2 triples.
That one skied to left. And that one in and out of the glove. It's going to be an E7. As Davis is aboard.
Well, actually, there is one thing that hasn't been named yet. The Grand Slam has not been
Well,
hit.
we saw a home run, Ben. We saw a home run, Ben. Come on.
Yeah, but
Well,
It's
then,
not-
then
it's
you
not
could
a
also
grand
say we
slam.
haven't seen a 2-run shot and a 3-run shot. Like, if we want to get into technicalities, we haven't seen all those. But we've seen a single, we've seen a double, seen a triple, seen a home run. We've seen everything from this Lady Knights offense.
do we dare to complete the cycle of Philly sports teams and talk about the Flyers, or are you guys still a bit too butthurt about them?
I don't think Dan
Don't,
wants
don't call me butthurt over
I don't
my
think
team.
I don't think Dan wants to talk.
I'm good. We don't need to talk about them right now.
Grounded to third. That's going to get by into left field, a base hit. And Anderson with a 3-hit day. She had 2 RBI triples previously and is on board with a single.
Hey man, I felt like that one photo of Torts looking at the board.
That was us
At
looking
that
at
home
Riley
run.
Huber's home run.
That was, man.
My goodness. Look how the turntables.
How the turntables turn.
So here is Baker. She struck out twice and has reached on an error. That's grounded over to third. Throw over to first is offline. Davis rounding third. She will score. And the Lady Knights continue to add on. Looks like time is called. And is that going to do it?
It will.
I
It's
believe
a
that's going
mercy.
to do it. It's a mercy. The Lady Knights win their first game of 2024 in dominant fashion here today.
What a game.
Indeed, what a game. KKR doing a great job on the mound, getting her work done, and the Lady Knights offense doing an amazing job.
So the Lady Knights are victorious. They win it
Actually, not sure.
by a mercy rule.
I think it's 12-2.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I think we're
We'll
going to go with
find
that.
out soon enough.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. But I think we can't really hear. I mean, obviously, we're all the way over here. But I think the Lady Knights have taken this one 12-2.
Nevertheless, it's their first win of the season. First win under rookie head coach Jeff Abbott. And we'll have a post-game show to follow. We'll get interviews with Abbott and a couple of the girls when we come back. Lady Knights win it 12-2, the final score here today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the post-game interview as your Lady Knights pick up the 12-2 win. We have a couple of the ladies standing next to us. First, we have your veteran, Caitlin Ott. Kate, how does it feel to get the first win in the season?
This is amazing that we finally got our first win of the season. It's been kind of hard, playing a few games, not really getting the outcome we wanted, but this is definitely a good pick-me-up to go forward this season.
And in the chilly weather conditions, trust me, we're all feeling it right now. How did you guys get the will to, pull this one out and have a big win?
Yeah, it hasn't been the cold. This isn't the coldest we played in. We definitely had, our scrimmages were brutal, but it was just, we got through it. It's not anything. She's in short sleeves. Yeah. She's good.
And you had a really good day at the plate today. I think it was two for three. He hit it with a double and a single. 2 to 4, excuse me. But two for 4 with a double and a single. What is your approach, when you go up to the plate?
I like staying aggressive and swinging at first pitch strikes. Sometimes it doesn't work in my favor. The last two at bats I was aggressive, or the last at bat I was aggressive, and then just had a bad pitch selection. But sometimes it works out. Come with a double. So I just stay aggressive.
Awesome. Thank you, Kate. And now we will have the starting pitcher, KK Carr. KK, with a bit of a rocky start to the season, how's it feel to get a really dominant win and a great day on the bump?
It feels good. It's been rough for the past few games, but it just feels good knowing that we can do the stuff we're capable of and put it together.
And with a rookie head coach for the entire team, how does it feel just for morale to get this big win?
It feels great. I mean, again, we did the stuff we know we can do, and we just put it together as a team.
And what's the mentality going forward with the entire squad?
Just to do the simple stuff right, and not just get in our heads and get frustrated and just act like we don't know what we're doing, and we just need to know that we can do everything that we're capable of.
All right, awesome. Thank you, KK. And now the big hitter, Riley Huber. Riley, with the lone home run for today, how'd it feel?
It felt amazing. I cried. It was great. I was so happy.
You were electric on the base pads. We saw you running around, and I mean, this just as the overall win just feels great. How do you feel personally with the big win?
I'm really happy that we got this. I think this game was a big confidence booster for just all of us. We showed ourselves, we showed everybody, we showed our coach that we can do it, and we can put our stuff together and put it all together to make a win.
And after the slow start, what are you guys going to try and do to really keep the wheels going and keep the motor going?
I think we just got to keep our heads up, know that we can do these little things and just stay confident in ourselves. We know we're facing good teams, and we are a young team this year, but it's a growing year. So hopefully we just put all this stuff together and come out as best as we can.
All right, thank you, Riley. I appreciate it. And now we're going to get the rookie head coach, Mr. Abbott, on here. Coach, first win of the season and first win of your young coaching career. How does it feel?
Oh, way to put me on the spot. Feels good, though. Feels real good.
What was the overall message for the girls before going out into this game after a bit of a slow start to the season?
We just have to focus on our obtainable goals. We just have to win the small ball. So today the goal was we're going to win 3 outs, and then we're going to get 5 hits. And then if we can do that, that's going to guarantee us the win. So instead of putting pressure on the result, we put pressure on the little stuff to get the result.
And after, the top of the first, guys down 1-0. After I would say the third, you guys are down 2-1. What's the word? What are you doing to keep the girls going?
We just got to keep plugging away, lockers in. There's a propensity to maybe fall off a little bit in those situations, but I told them today we got to be mentally tough, and they came through. They were mentally tough.
And then that last huddle after such a great win, what was the word?
We can do this to anybody as long as we go out and execute. It might not be as easy when we face stiffer competition, but as long as we execute, we can play with anybody. And we just got to keep this momentum going into the next game and the game after that, and just believe that we can win every game as long as we do the small stuff first and don't focus on the result at the end of the game before the game even starts.
All right, thank you so much, Coach Abbott. I'm going to send it back to Brian after this big win. Brian?
Thank you, Dan. Great post-game show as always. And guys, thank you very much for joining me, for joining Dan and joining Ben here today on a very chilly afternoon. But the Lady Knights able to get it done, 12-2 the final score, their first win of the young season and the first win for Coach Jeff Abbott. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the team. And, glad you're with us. Hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you as of recording this tomorrow for boys volleyball. I'm Brian McLearning saying so long, and as always, go Knights!